gentlemen, members and friends, I'm Adam Ioannidis, Marketing Manager of SMWS Australia, and I'm joined here today by a very, very special guest, Jack Chambers.
All right, mate.
Director of SMWS Japan Branch. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
That's all right. How's the jet lag?
Zero, thankfully. You know, just a nice long trip south. But,
Beautiful.
Yeah. A lot warmer down here.
Yes. Well, you just came out of...
Actually, no, I've lied. It's colder down here because I've just come from summer in Japan. I was in the UK just a few weeks ago. So
Okay.
It's a lot warmer than the UK.
Yeah, beautiful. And you're down here from, at time of filming, tomorrow night we've got the special tasting at Whisky and Element, where we've got a whole bunch of Japan branch exclusives like the Gathering bottle this year. And we're also going to taste our Australian Gathering bottle over here. So, shall we just crack into it?
Let's get straight into it. Do you want to go this one first?
Yeah, let's do the honours. So tell us.
Okay, so this is code 85.99.
Beautiful.
Timing's pretty nice actually because code 85 they also use a worm tub, and I know for us in Japan we just released the Tales of the Worm Tub Creators Collection. So if you've
Stay tuned for December.
Okay, so get ready for that. So seasonally it's really nice, and for me when I tasted this in the selection phase, it had this beautiful kind of autumn flavour about it, and I suppose autumn in Japan as opposed to the seasons are throwing me off here because you still have autumn here, but it's just a different time of year. But it doesn't mean your autumn's hot. It just means your autumn's at a different time of year, doesn't it? So,
yes.
Anyway, this is a 15-year-old code 85. It spent the first 10 years in a bourbon cask, and then it was recast into a first fill Spanish oak Oloroso, I think. If it's a PX, you can put that in the subtitles afterwards.
Yeah,
but
beautiful.
It's a Spanish oak cask, so there's going to be a lot of spice.
And that was for 5 years, you say?
For 5 years, so total 15 years. And so part of the reason I picked this, because we're talking about the adventures together with the Gathering this year, and this gave me real, as you can tell by the label here as well, real images of like that mountain hike in the autumn in Japan. And Japan's very well known for its the fall foliage, the koyo season as it's called.
Yep.
And we have these beautiful, dusty mountain roads with these shades of red, orange, yellow leaves cascading down the mountains. And just from one sip of this, when I did the first pre-tasting with the members, we were all sort of caught up in this autumn season. So I thought, perfect time for us. And that's why I picked it.
Beautiful. And so you had a full input on the label?
On the label, on the name as well. So, SMWS, we love a little bit of a dad joke. We love a bit of a pun. This name... in Japanese, I'll just read it first of all. It's Kohaku Yude Tsuna Koyo Utsushi Toke Aite. And this is a haiku.
Okay.
It's talking about, in English, it would roughly translate to the swaying evening sun with the dusty autumn leaves. Something. I forget the last line.
Okay.
But because it's about hiking, and in Japanese, if you go for a hike, you could say haiku, as in to hike, and that's also like haiku, the poem. So it's a Japanese dad joke. Long story short.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's a sledge.
Sancha.
You get that spiciness, particularly from the Spanish oak. That influence is very prominent here.
Yeah.
And you also, I did a session with Julian, the quality manager, in the Vaults recently, and he was talking a lot about how the dustiness and the kind of almost desert vibes that Spanish oak can bring due to like the tannins and the powderiness. Furry gums was another expression he used a lot. And there is that kind of impact here, but that baseline bourbon cask, just gives it a lovely sweetness. And I think in our Japanese tasting notes, we talked a lot about like Christmas cake and these kind of things. So sort of autumn leading into winter, perfect for this time of year for us.
I'm definitely getting that sort of dusty brew, dusty library, and also just a bit of I guess like almost like when you go to a perfumery and they'll spray on the little cardboard tabs. Yep. It's like fragrant wood, fragrant cardboard.
Walking through duty free.
Yeah. Fresh in your mind.
Straight off the airplane.
So you've been with SMWS Japan for
almost slap bang a year now.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was November 2024 I came on board. it's October now, isn't it? Yeah, October
Yes.
25. So it'll be my 1 year anniversary very soon. Still getting to grips, with the amazing amount of whiskey that we have, and I'm trying something new every day, for better or worse, with my liver. But it's, I came on board because first and foremost, I love whiskey. I used to be a brand ambassador for Bruichladdich for many years. As for people who come to the tasting tomorrow night, we'll get into that a bit more. But here I get to explore everything from not just within Scotland, but from around the world. In Japan, we do get access to some Japanese whiskey from now and then, and hopefully some more in 2026.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. American whiskey. We're still waiting for some Australian whiskey at least since I come on board. So we'd love to see some of that soon. Hopefully I can get to some distilleries while we're out here as well. But just get to try everything, right? That's the adventure. So
it's the best part about the society. Yeah. It's I was very lucky in that this was my first whiskey role, and to have such a vast variety of flavors at my fingertips is it's very privileged.
Yes,
it's insane.
I think it's a great way to learn as well, because I think from the outset, particularly in Japan, like when people get into their hobby, they get into their passions, they pick that one thing and they go all in. And we've seen this huge a surge in whiskey lovers. They're fighting the power. Surge in whiskey lovers in Japan recently, and I think people can be a bit intimidated on the outset for SMWS because we're talking about single cask, and that might be perceived as you need to be an expert to appreciate it. But actually, I think the way that we break it down with the flavour profiles, by not necessarily giving you confusing with distillery names, but just breaking it down to flavour profiles, cask types, ages, you can really clearly understand, this is what a sherry cask does. This is what a bourbon cask does. So I think there's room in SMWS for whether you're new to whiskey, whether you're, been drinking whiskey for 70 years. It's a great way to experience and learn. There's always something that you can learn despite, whatever level of whiskey that you're at as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I always say when people have whiskey shows or festivals and they're like, I don't know if my palate's good enough for this. And it's like, well, do you like it?
Yes.
Yes, no. That's yes, then yes. That's all that matters. You don't need to pick up the wacky tasting notes or know what a HTMC cask is. As long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Okay.
Absolutely.
I think it's a great pick. And has this already been released in your...
So end of September, we did our first gathering event. It was 2 days after I got back from Scotland, so I was in some serious jet lag, but we had a lovely event in Tokyo. And we've got our partner bars all across Japan, so we've got some in Hokkaido, Sendai, Kyoto, Osaka, Fukuoka, down south, Nagoya as well. So any Australian members who want to come to Japan, we've got plenty of places you can drink SMWS, and I'm sure with the ski season fast approaching, there'll be plenty of Australian members heading up to Niseko or to Hakuba, or just popping through Tokyo as well. So please come and drink the whiskey. The Society Bar in Tokyo as well, where we got up earlier this year. It's a dreamy place. They do high tea. You get two old drams, have a nice 3-tier. What do we have,
chicken parfait or something, or
there was like a sweets plate, there was like a meat plate, and there was something else.
That's all you need to say. Chicken nuggets.
I do a good McDonald's high tea.
Quiet on set, please. And so many of our Australian members are so familiar with that bar, particularly, and it's a highlight when they go over there. I know a lot of our members do enjoy going to Japan branch and Japan and enjoying SMWS partner bars. So that's fantastic. Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Are you ready for a bit of...
I want to try it, yeah.
I was about to say sherried action, but it's not even sherried. It's deep, rich and dried fruits, flavour profile, but that doesn't always mean it's sherried. So this is 95.105 into the Carpenter's Kitchen, and I selected this for this year's Gathering bottle in Australia. So this one's coming out on the 17th of October, which at time of filming is next week. And when you're watching this video, it will probably be this week. So this one is 11 years in an ex-bourbon barrel and 3 further years in a first fill HTMC. That's heavy toast medium char barrel.
Wow. Okay. I've not drunk a lot of Code 95 yet, actually, to be totally honest. But
that's all right.
This is...
Well, there's a I I got to get a sample sent down for this. It was this and 2 other samples. It was I won't say what the other samples were, what codes they were, but I'll say one of them, off spec, I thought this was absolutely going to be the Australian cask.
Yeah.
It was an ex-Australian muscat barrique, further matured.
Yep.
And I thought, this is it. Like, this has got to be the one, but I'll have a few samples sent down, try them. Out of the 3, that was probably my 3rd least favourite. And then it was between this and another, and this blew me away. I thought our Australian members are definitely going to love this. I got a lot of, I'm not sure if these notes will resonate with you, but they weren't quite Smith's crisps. They were Samboy crisps. It's just sort of like I don't know if it's a lesser brand. I mean, they taste very good, but it's like I got a lot of barbecue Samboy chip notes off this for those watching at home.
Wow.
And after a bit of time in glass, and I did find this needed maybe 5 to 10 minutes in the glass, it becomes very sweet, like 7-Eleven slushy syrup. I don't know if it's going to be as good, let's say, as a 7-Eleven in Japan.
Well,
because our 7-Eleven's a little bit different.
As good as our 7-Elevens are, the one thing they do lack is the slushing.
Yeah,
it's the one thing that we don't have. We have the best, the egg sandos, the onigiris. Obviously, the Japanese food they do very well. Outside of that, the hot food counter will blow you away. But slushies are near and dear to my heart. But we just don't have good access to them in Japan, unfortunately.
Well, whilst you're in Australia, you definitely need to
get stuck into that. Yeah, and here we are with some slushie in this glass already.
Yes, hopefully after a few minutes. It's very burnt barbecue, like that sort of cheap barbecue flavored chips. I like. I don't know if I should say cheap for the flavor, but in terms of the crisps, just something you can grab at Woolies.
Yeah, I totally get that. The sort of the sweet, like a very sweet barbecue sauce. It's got that smokiness, but there is a lot of coming through. Obviously, it's deep roast and dried fruits, right? So it's the HTMC cask is probably adding that sweetness injection as well. Yeah, with some nice vanilla and caramel, but yeah. Also, again, we do really good different like potato chip varieties in Japan, but barbecue flavour, it's not one we get so often. So I was really getting stuck in while I was in Edinburgh recently and trying all the flavours I don't have good access to. Yeah. It's a nice return to barbecue flavoured chips, I think that's for sure.
I think that's also another bonus about Society is that there are so many flavours, and it does sort of cause you, when you're reading the tasting notes, it's like, there are so many flavours that personally I haven't heard of, and it forces you to sort of look out for those flavours and think, what does it taste like? Where can I try it myself? And then sort of relate to it in a way. Our chip flavours are not very varied here in Australia.
Okay.
So that's definitely a highlight when I when I go to Japan. There's definitely a lot of chip flavors that I'll try.
Yeah,
very unusual.
Well, it's two very different. Yeah, the garlic wagyu one's always pretty good, and that kind of. The only thing I'll say about Australian chips that my limited understanding is the salt and vinegar is pink here. The colour of the crisp packet, and that really throws me.
What colour is it?
It's green.
Okay.
In the UK, but on Pringles it's blue, and both of those are acceptable. But pink, I don't know how I feel about this.
Our green used to be. I don't think I've even seen it around recently. I'm not sure if. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it used to be chicken flavour Smiths. I don't know if they still do that. They do. Okay. I'm getting a yes from the crew. But yeah, okay, green for salt and vinegar.
Yeah, blue I would accept, but like pink, because pink is prawn cocktail for us, I think, as well. So like,
oh, of course, prawn cocktails.
Yeah, so
we do not have that chip flavour, unfortunately.
Wow.
I don't know if you're starting to get that sort of milky sweetness out of the nose. I am now, but
it's almost like the milk bottles. Like there's that the I don't know if do Haribo do them, but like that kind of candied milk bottles. Do you get them out here? Oh,
like the sweets.
Yeah.
Like, yes. That's exactly right. Yeah.
It's not. It's a bit of creaminess, but it's like
sugar, like just
sweet sugar. Yeah, very sugary cream. Yep, I rate that. It's a very, very good picks here.
Thank you. Likewise, I think I mean, for our members watching this locally, I hope you'll all be happy with this year's selection, which you can try at several partner bars around the country. There's literally one in every state that's taken it. You can grab it for, I think it's $17 a dram. You can try it at all the gathering events we've got going on all across Australia, starting with Sydney on the 16th, which will be this week when you're watching it. Please buy your tickets. Come in experience flavour. Come with some mates. Every non-member ticket actually comes with a membership. So it's a great opportunity to get some people to experience the society in the best way possible. Just amongst good friends and with pure flavour. Jack, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me and for sharing these lovely whiskies with me.
No, thank you. I mean, bringing this absolute treat. If you're coming down on Thursday night, you'll be able to experience this amazing Japanese branch exclusive gathering bottle. Till then, sláinte.